Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the MASP Military Adaptive Sports Programs Track and Field Clinic. We have some more great educational stuff working for you today. I think we're going to go into another component with Coach. So I'm going to turn it over to Coach, and we'll get going. Boom.
All right, good to go. Hey, Coach Carson here, along with my daughter, Brooke Carson. She'll help demonstrate some of the drills. So what we're going to do today is we're going to discuss, by the way, it's one of the questions on the 10 question quiz, the two main components for speed. The two main components for speed, number one is stride length, and then number two is stride frequency. There are some other factors in speed besides those two main ones, but the the two that we're going to talk about are going to be those. You also have strength and also flexibility. Those are going to be important, again, whether you're a sprinter or a distance runner. So I'll make it real short. As far as stride length, that's basically how much ground you're going to cover every time you take strides in your race, especially in the sprints. When you do stride length drills, number one thing you don't want to do is overstride. Okay, when I say overstride, basically when you're up in this position right here, okay, this leg is in this position, dorsiflex. I'll move back just a little bit or adjust the camera. Bear with me. Okay, so when I'm in this position here, okay, you're going to put my foot down. What I don't want to do is cast out. I mentioned that before, from the from the knee to ankle. I don't want to go out too far. Okay, again, we're talking about stride length. Okay, if I go out too far or cast out, what's going to happen is I'm going to exaggerate my point. My foot strike's going to be out here. Okay, your foot strike or your cycling action should be right here to where you bring the leg back in. Okay, and you place the ball of the foot in alignment with your hip so you can get that ground force application to push off. Okay, because if you go way out here as far as your stride length, again, that's overstriding. You don't want to do that. And I'm going to exaggerate my point. If you get out here, it's going to cause a braking action. You're going to decrease your speed. You want to stay in that nice cycling action. Okay, like so, bring it up and then place that foot strike in alignment with the hip. Okay, you don't want to be out here, boom, we're getting way out here. I used to be a long strider, okay, when I did sprints, and open sprints, also in decathlon. And some of my coaches goes, okay, you're overstriding, okay? And again, towards the end of the race, especially 400 meters, it'll tell on you, okay? Because you're going to start doing that braking action. All those little things are going to make a big difference when that fatigue factor sets in. So that's stride length, okay, very short. Then stride frequency. So when you do stride frequency, basically that is the cycling action like I just mentioned, and basically picking them up and putting them down quickly, okay? Between the two, and by the way, this is another question that will be on the quiz. What's more important, stride length or stride frequency, okay? Between the two, and again, I'm condensing this down, stride frequency is going to be the more important one, okay? Because that means you're on the ground, you're pushing. If you're doing, stride length, that means you're basically up in the air, okay? So you want to focus a lot on quick turnover. They're both important, but between the two, me personally, I feel stride frequency is most important because, again, your foot is on the ground, you're applying force on the ground to push forward, okay? So very, very short. Again, you have the other factors as far as strength, including upper body. You got to have strong arms. You got to have strong chest to move those arms or levers, okay? You got to be flexible. If you're not flexible, that's going to affect your rhythm when you run, your gait, and so forth. And also, most importantly, we're talking injury prevention. When you're nice and loose, again, the muscles are going to perform much better. Okay. So again, stride length, stride frequency. We just touched on that real quick, and then we're going to move on to our next one. Okay. So there's certain drills, and we're going to make use of what we have here. I've got some equipment I brought in. Disclaimer, these are drills, or excuse me, pieces of equipment that we use. We're not saying you have to go out and get them, but with everything going on and a lot of the gyms closed and the sporting goods stores closed, these are things you can just get at your home improvement store. as far as equipment, and they're very, very good for your speed arsenal or your training equipment. So the first drill we're going to do, no equipment involved here. Brooke will demonstrate a wall push drill. We're going to go through push and pull drills. So what you want to do is you're going to face a wall, okay, or a solid object like a fence rail or something like that. You're going to fall into it. Arms going to be about shoulder height, okay, and we're going to push against the wall, okay. This first one, we're going to go on reps. I use this pool floaty, by the way, to talk about angles, okay, triple extension, ankle, knee, and hip, and so forth. So this, when we do the drills here, I'm going to be pointing things out. So she's going to get in a start position, one leg up, doesn't matter right or left. Okay, this is level right here. Okay, you can see dorsiflex switch feet. Okay, right here, dorsiflex foot's pointing forward, nice angle. She doesn't have her hips back, okay, or too far forward. Okay, and also I want her looking forward on this drill. Okay, now she's going to get up on the balls of her foot there. You can see right there, triple extension, ankle, knee, and hip. Good alignment from ground all the way up to the shoulders. Okay, so when I call certain numbers out, 2, she'll go 2, boom. And then she'll go 4, okay? And then 5, okay? And 6. So this is a push drill, relax, okay? It's also working on stride frequency, okay? Also technique. Now we start taking it up a notch, or in terms of intensity, we'll go more. I'll say, okay, get ready to go. And 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then when they start fatiguing out, those hip flexors, that's what we're firing up in the lower abs. I'll put this pool noodle right here. I'm going to make sure her knees are getting up. Okay, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll drop it down again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And relax. Come off the wall. Okay. So those are push drills. Again, do them against a wall, okay, or a fence railing that's not going to move. Okay, I've done these before on the fence, and again, you want to make sure that fence is not moving. Otherwise, when everyone gets going, it can affect your technique. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is another push drill. This time, it's going to be, instead of reps, it's going to be in time. Okay, so I'm going to have Brooke come over here again. She's going to fall into the wall. Good body position. This is where we start taking it up now in terms of the intensity. Okay, I'm going to count back. I usually go 20 seconds on each round. Sometimes we'll go as many as 10 rounds. And in between, I have what we call separators, where they'll get on the ground, do an upper body drill, okay, strengthening drill, a core, and a lower body. So we're going to go through 20 seconds, okay? I'm focusing, I want her to focus on technique, right angles, looking straight forward, okay, getting the knee up, okay, right about there, and also dorsiflex position, so she can place that foot, ball the foot on the ground. Okay, so here we go, 20 seconds, ready and go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. So I'll have them back off the wall. Okay, just imagine a lot of people, you know, lined up. They get pumped up when they're all together as a group. So I'll have them do like 10 push-ups. In this case, she's going to do quick 5 push-ups. Okay, and then I'll have her do 10 sit-ups. In this case, actually, I'll have her do bicycle kicks. I love bicycle kicks. The reason being is you're going to go opposite elbow to opposite knee. Reason being is because you work your upper, lower abs, hip flexors, and side obliques. Probably number 1 ab drill. Just for demonstration or training purposes, we're only going 5 reps. Okay. When you actually train, I want you doing like 10 reps. Okay, at least 10 on the push-ups, bicycle kicks. That's a 4 count, by the way. And then on the next one, for the lower body, she's going to do squat thrusters. She'll face the camera on this one. Okay, so she's going to come into the camera. Let me get this angled up right. She's going to extend the arms out. Okay, arms out, squat down, and thrust the arms back. Very explosive. Stretch, contract, and load the primary movers in sprinting. Good to go. Okay, quads, glutes, and hams. So that's 1 round right there. When you do push drills, okay, remember the first one was rep. We're just getting going with that, getting the range of motion, proper technique, mechanics. On the push drills, it's a great cardio, get rid of the lardio drills. They are going to get smoked on this. So if they're not in good condition, hey, adjust fire. Go 10 seconds rather than 20 seconds. Let them know, hey, if you can't go 10, or excuse me, 20, go 10, perfect, 10 seconds. Same thing when they do the separator, upper lower body core drill. If they can't do the number of reps, 10 or 20, okay, let them know they can drop down the rep count according to their fitness level, especially in the preparatory phase of training. Preparatory phase is like, you know, track usually starts, well, for collegiate athletes, it starts indoors in January. High school starts more like in spring and March. But during the fall, your athletes should be doing these type of conditioning drills, okay? Also working on their running mechanics, okay? So we kind of covered stride length, stride frequency, push drills against the wall and reps, and also time. Okay, here we go. We're going to do pull drills now. We just did push drills against the wall. Okay, so I'm going to have Brooke place this TRX suspension trainer. Okay, and I'll show you another piece of equipment you can use if you don't have an actual suspension trainer. She's going to place this strap on her hip. Okay, not her abdominal region. Okay, right there on the hips. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold these, okay, by the handles. But before I do that, I'm going to adjust these D-rings right here. I want to make this short. Again, this is for demonstration purposes, so I can get it all in one shot. I'm going to make these a little bit shorter, okay? I'm going to try to stay in the shot here. Go ahead and move forward just a little bit. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is stationary. We're going to stay in one spot. Again, this is going to help her get that feeling of slightly leaning forward, pushing off the ground, triple extension, ankle, knee, and hip, and working our arm mechanics as well. So I'm going to firmly hold up hand grips right here. She's going to lean forward. Safety, I always say, are you good to go? They say, good to go, thumbs up. Okay, and she's going to lean forward and go. 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, so those are stationary there. Okay, then I do a combination of stationary and mobile. Okay, we're going to, again, demonstrate in a very small area here. On a track, we would go stationary like 10 seconds, or if they're in pretty good shape, we can go 20 seconds stationary. After 20 seconds, really tax them, okay? Go down the track for maybe 20 meters after you do a 20-second stationary drill. Again, we're just going to demonstrate in a small amount of room here, okay? So we'll go quick 5 seconds, okay, go, stationary. And then after that, I'm going to say go, and I'm just going to follow her, providing a little resistance and time, okay? So that's a combination of stationary and mobile pull drills because she's pulling me. Again, remember we did the wall drills earlier. Okay, so go ahead and we'll take this off. Again, if you don't have a TRX suspension trainer, you can go to your home improvement store, red strap. Okay, these are inexpensive. She's going to place this around her hip. Okay, I'm going to firmly wrap this around. This usually you want to get something lower, that way you don't get the backside leg mechanics hitting you. But for demonstration purposes, training purposes, we're going to do this. Again, same use, stationary, go, nice and relaxed. Okay, and then mobile. When you, okay, good to go, time. Okay, when you provide resistance doing the portion where you're moving, mobile, provide resistance, but don't hold them back because you want them to feel what it's like, okay, ground force application, pushing force down to that ground and moving forward, okay? So another pull drill, in this case, I just used the red strap. And by the way, any athlete can use this for stretching, whether you're standing, okay, or sitting down. This works out great for traveling. It's very compact. Again, you get this at your home improvement store. Okay, probably get it a little bit longer than this. Okay, that way if you do the resist run drill, you're not going to get any backside mechanics there. Now I'm going to show you another great piece of equipment. Okay, it's by Skills. This simulates, there's another piece of equipment that works like this. It simulates taking quick choppy steps and then overspeed. Okay, because when you come out of the blocks, you're taking quick steps and then all of a sudden you're going to open up your stride. This is Skills. It's a speed release trainer. There's another one out there called the Bullet Belt. That one's like $200. This one here is a lot cheaper. I think this is only like 60. This is a great piece of equipment. Okay, the runner will place this on their hips. All I'm gonna do is place this like bungee cord inside this ring. She's gonna run in place, okay? And when I mentioned overdrive, all I'm gonna do is when she's running in place, I'm gonna release on one of my hands. It's gonna pop through. She's gonna go from quick choppy steps to all of a sudden, boom, okay? So again, very specific for running. And even if you're not a runner, it's a great conditioning drill, okay? So she's gonna place that on her hips, again, not your abdominal region, hips down here, okay? And I love this because the other one, it works great, but it's a lot more, okay? This does the same thing. And it has a nice bungee cord so they don't get this kind of action, which you might have a little bit in the TR suspension strap. This kind of gives a little bit. So again, I got this strap, bungee strap there. It has two nice rings. I'm gonna place that in my hands here, okay? And she's gonna run in place. I usually go like 20 seconds. It's got nice and even. Okay, we'll just go like 10 seconds, okay? And go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, at the end of that, move forward and don't step out. Okay, in 10 seconds, this is what I'm gonna do. With this hand, right hand or left hand, okay, you're gonna step forward, okay? It's gonna release. Don't step forward too far forward. Okay, I'm just gonna go like that. Trust me, the person doing the drill is gonna go from all that force being applied to the ground to like, woo, okay? And again, very, very specific for coming out of the blocks when you're taking that quick chop step, trying to get through that drive phase or that block clearance phase, quick chop steps, all of a sudden, you're starting to open up your stride, getting that transition phase, okay? So, yeah, those are pieces of equipment that we use. It's optional if you want to include them in your speed arsenal or your fitness pieces of equipment. Very, very effective, again, so for push drills and for pull drills. So we're going to move down here, and I'm going to show you, let me get mine going here as well, pieces of equipment that you can use. Bear with me. Okay, so again, little disclaimer, this is not what I make it mandatory, it's optional, okay? But with everything going on, it's hard to get equipment, training equipment. So it's all about, again, improvise, adapt, and overcome. So the first one we're gonna do is, I'm gonna show you, okay, gas jugs. You know, they're not filled with gas or filled with water, okay? And we're gonna show you how you can use this like a kettlebell. Let me close that up a little bit, okay? We have two small ones like that, and then we have a big one like this. And you can get these, again, at your own home improvement store, okay? So the first one we're gonna do, I'll give Brooke one here, the kettlebell swing. We're just gonna do a basic one. Remember, this is not a squatting movement, it's a swing movement, okay? We'll put our left hand on our waist, single, and we're just gonna pop the hips forward, arms straight, throw the weight out, okay, like so, boom. And then you go 5 on each side, okay? So boom, good. Pop the hips forward, okay? Then you can go with both hands, okay? Just like that. Again, this is just a basic gas jug, okay? So we'll set that down. If you can't get a gas jug, okay, you can use your handy dandy 1 gallon, you know, water. I see these all the time on the base. Everyone's got this in the gym or when they're walking around posts. You can use these, you know, fill them up. Just keep your thumb on the top once you open it. That way the water doesn't go out. This can be used as a kettlebell. Okay, so you don't need to go to sporting goods store if you don't have a kettlebell. Just use those at your home improvement store. They'll have that. Your next one will be lunges. So you're going to grab the small gas jug or gallon, okay, filled up. The more liquid you have inside of the container, obviously, the heavier it'll be. We're going to do forward lunges. Okay, so we're going to step to the right, twist to the right. Come back here, step to the left, twist to the left. Firing up the quads when we step forward, okay, when we push up, firing up those glutes. Boom, also working those side obliques, okay? Our next one. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do a reverse lunge. That was a forward lunge. Now we're going to do a reverse lunge. So she's going to step back. Okay. So she's going to step back. Boom. Boom. Just like that. Okay. Good to go. So forward and reverse lunges, either with the water jug or gas container. Okay. Then the next one is a sumo deadlift high pull. I'll demonstrate this one. This is the bigger gas jug. You can see it's got 2 handles on it. This is a great drill for really working, again, the primary movers and running, glutes, quads, and hams. Okay, you're working upper body, lower body, and core. I'm going to grab the gas jug like so. It's got 2 handles, turn it into diamond shape. Okay, my feet are going to be wider than my shoulders. I'm just going to touch the ground, squat down. That's the sumo squat. Here's the high pull or deadlift into a high pull. Okay, boom, boom. And you could adjust the weight by putting more water inside the gas jug. Okay, again, disclaimer, you can get these, okay, if you need to, if you don't have a piece of equipment, but main thing is safety. Okay, so we got that one done. You can also do uneven push-ups. Okay, all you have to do here is lay it down. Okay, you put one hand on top, Brooke will do that. So just do one on each side. Okay, boom. And she'll go on the other side. Typically, you'll probably go 5 on each side, working your upper body. Okay, so you can see already with the simple piece of equipment, you're gonna be able to do a lot of drills. Okay. Next one, Russian twist, working the abs. She's gonna have a seat on the carpet here, working the side obliques, you can say. And she's gonna twist to the right and left. Good, just like that. More advanced, having the feet off the ground. Okay, good to go. And by the way, I'm going to throw this in there. A good drill as far as working horizontal speed versus vertical speed drills is laying this down, the gas jug, okay? And this you probably have to do on a grassy field or artificial turf, football or soccer field. And there you go. And you're going to push it forward, okay, staying in this low position. That simulates like you're coming out of the blocks. Okay, someone demonstrate that real quick, Brooke, on your end. So you're just pushing forward, not downward. Okay, triple extension, ankle, knee, and hip. This is, again, simulating horizontal type of strength training drill. If you don't have one of these, this is why I recommend the gas jug. So now this is the actual sled for push-pull drills. Okay, you can push it from behind, low push, or you can pull it. Okay, so if you don't have that, the gas jug will still work. Very simple, but very effective. Okay, so we're going to go back on the strength training drills here. Oh, let me turn that up. There we go. Okay. Do the sit-up press. We're going to do farmer's walk. Okay. This is a great drill for working your posterior chain. So Brooke will grab those. Okay. Standing nice and tall, and she's going to walk heel to toe forward, not rushing it. Okay. Turn around slowly so you don't twist your spine there, and walk heel to toe. So very good drill. Okay. Working your posterior chain. Okay, any athlete, rowers, okay, runners, this is a very good drill to strengthen your glutes, your hams, and your lower back, okay? If those parts of your body are strong, you're gonna see a big difference in the way you perform. So that's a good one. Farmer's walk, again, adjust the weight according to your fitness level. If you feel it's too light, then hey, increase the length. Instead of going the width of the field, you can go the length of the field, okay? So again, everything could be adjusted. So we did farmer's walk. Now, again, we're moving on to irrigation boxes, okay? We'll start off with the big irrigation box. Now, this one I painted red and yellow just for color so it stands out a little more. This is a basic irrigation box, okay? You can get these again at your own home improvement store. Set that down. Obviously, you want to do these with probably shoes on, okay? and we're gonna do box hops. Okay, so she's just gonna be right in front of the box. Okay, there we go, and carefully jump up on the box. Okay, boom, and then she's gonna step down. No need to go out and spend $100, you know, on a row box or anything like that. Can do it right there. Okay, so we did box hops there, and then we're gonna move on to the next one, bounders. Bounders are gonna be a little more dynamic. Okay, again, you're going to get triple extension when you do this drill, and you're going to have to use your arms. If you don't use your arms like you do in running, especially in sprinting, it's going to be tough. You're going to fatigue your legs out really fast. So bounders, okay, always have opposite sides, by the way. Some people will do this. It's like, nope, you don't want to do that. Go ahead and adjust the camera just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to push off with my lead leg right here, just like I'm coming out of the block, okay, and drive my arms up. So it's going to be like so. Okay, Brooke will demonstrate. Driving off. Boom. Good to go. Okay, so you can see this box is not that high. Probably, I don't know, 16 inches off the ground. Again, you can go lower, okay? Just use everything, or use a piece of equipment according to your fitness level. Okay, so our next one after the bounders are, let's do depth jumps. I don't think it's there. Basically, she's going to stand on top of the box, and she's going to step off. Going forward. Yep. Boom. Okay, and go in that direction. Very simple drill, but very effective. Kind of like a plyometric drill. Stretch, contract, and load the muscle. Okay, we want those muscles to basically fire up as soon as they come in contact with the ground. Very simple drill. Okay, so again, that's an irrigation box. That's the higher one. We're going to move to the next one. Okay, lateral steps. I'm going to put this one away. And this is the other irrigation box. This one you can see is a lot lower to the ground. Okay, basic irrigation box. Okay, so we're going to set this down. I'm going to have Brooke do it facing you guys. She's going to do the side-to-side lateral steps. Okay, see here. Okay, good to go. Boom. Okay, firing up those glutes, quads, hams. Just like that. Okay, and then the next one, she's going to go into quick steps. Okay, I'm going to face it. Actually, you know what? We'll do it facing that direction. She's going to step up and step down. Quick step. Great drill for firing up fast twitch muscle fibers. Just like that. Okay, good to go. All right. Moving down further. Furniture moving dolly. Okay. Basically, it's looks like so. Okay, great drill for working your abs like an ab roller. Got wheels on the bottom. Okay, go ahead and face the camera down just a little bit. I'm going to try to do this as best as I can on the carpet. It usually works better when you're on cement. Okay, I'm going to fire up our abs. Just like when you go on a hike, everything you go out, you got to hike it back. So don't go too far at first. Fire up those muscles, and then when you get warmed up, okay, you can go ahead and go out further. So you're just going to go forward and back. I'm just doing this on my knees. It's a little bit tougher when you're doing it on the carpet. And when you get a feel for it, you can go further out. Then you can go to the right, okay, and you can go to the left. Okay, very simple drill, very effective. Out here where we're at, Northern California, I think $6, like at home, Harbor Freight Tools or something. But basically, it's your home improvement store. So very, very effective for all athletes to use. Again, these are pieces of equipment you can get that are available. Okay. Our next one, we're going to go on to sandbag drills. Okay. I'm going to let Brooke demonstrate with that. I've actually got a commercial grade sandbag here. You can go, again, to your home improvement store and use a sandbag. I've got them in my garage, but I don't want to take the chance of getting the sand in my house. So that's why I decided just to go ahead and use this one. So Brooke's going to go ahead and hold these. She's going to do a front squat. Okay, she's going to load it up. Boom. Feet are a little bit wider than her shoulders. Boom. When you come up, don't lock the legs. Again, these are all drills that are going to help your strength, okay, when you're running. Sprinters, middle distance runners, and distance runners. Okay, then she's going to do a, back squat. Put this weight on the back, load it up behind the head. Boom. Good. Okay, we're getting those quads, the glutes, hams. You want the hamstrings parallel to the ground. Go and squat down and then back up. Good. When she squats down, I want you looking up. Okay? When you look up, as far as proper technique, wherever you look, okay, that's where the body's going to go. If I look down, go ahead and look down. What happens is your upper body tends to go forward. Okay, but if I look up, that keeps me in alignment. Gets my butt out. Okay, it's just like in sprinting. When you go through that drive phase, I'm going to talk about that. Okay, go ahead and do a couple more. Where the eyes go, the body will go. The same thing when you're doing basic squats. Squat down, look up. That keeps you in alignment, helps you drop that weight there. If you look down, again, real simple, you're going to go forward with the weight. You don't want to do that. Okay, so the next one with the sandbags, again, you probably get the play sand they have there. At your home improvement store, they have, 20, 50-pound bags. We're going to go to bear hug squats. So you're going to grab that bag of sand, bear hug it, okay, just like that. And we're going to go into what we call a goblet squat. So you're going to squat low, okay, and try to get those elbows in between your thighs. And the reason being is we're trying to open up the hips, okay? You got to have your hips very loose when you are a runner. And we usually do these leg swings as well. I usually do that when we're at the track. So a couple more. Look up when you squat down, boom, trying to get her elbows into the thigh area right there. Okay, so bear hug, goblet squat with the sandbag. Okay, now other drills you can do. Let's hear here. Let's go to calisthenics. No equipment needed. Mother of all workouts. Okay. Very good drill. Okay. Skater Plyos. I love this. Okay, you're going to be pushed to the right and left, so you just want to make sure you have enough space or enough room. Don't push too hard so you don't slide. Okay, and she's going to just be doing it stationary. Okay, actually, I'll step in and demonstrate real quick. Yeah, so I'm going to move that. Okay, so I'm going to be right here. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Opens up the hips. Again, fires up those hips, glutes, quads, hams. Okay, demonstrate real quick, and then we'll move on to the next one. There you go, move over there. Pushing off. You can do 3 sets of 20 on that one. Great strengthening drill, no equipment needed. Okay, so the next one, again, very specific for runners, calisthenic drill. Which one is next here? What we got next there, Coach Patrick? On there, mine's not scrolling there. See if you can set mine up. Squat thrusters, we did that a second ago. Okay, and then jumping jacks, low. So it's basically side straddle hop, keeping your hands to your side. Okay, then medium, coming out to the shoulders, and then high. Good, so upper body, core, getting it all just there, getting that rhythm. Okay, good to go. And then our next one we have, again, under calisthenics. Again, these are just very, very simple drills. There's a lot more we usually do at the camps. Bicycle kicks, we went through that. Again, that's the opposite elbow, the opposite knee. I consider that #1 ab drill, again, because it gets your upper abs, lower abs, hip flexors, and side obliques. Just make sure you're extending the legs all the way out, full range of motion, and you're getting that twist, knee to elbow, okay, when you do bicycle kicks.
Can you demonstrate that, please?
Sure, go ahead and on the ground again, Brooke. So Brooke's gonna be on her back, left knee in, right leg out. Okay, and we adjust the camera, and just like so. Twisting, getting the legs out. Okay, actually she's working on her running mechanics as well. Dorsiflex position, hip flexors, boom, firing them up, twisting. Okay, good to go. Bicycle kicks, number one ab drill, great for runners, okay, or all athletes. And then our next one, I think our last one, burpees. Okay, so Brooke will demonstrate a basic burpee. Everyone should know what this one is. Okay, so you're gonna squat down and kick out, boom. Okay, you can incorporate the push-up, upper body, lower body, and core firing up. Okay, good to go. So we covered all that. Okay, these drills, again, are gonna help you as far as, like I talked about earlier, and again, I'm gonna make it in a condensed form, stride length, stride frequency. Real quick, before you do any drills, and I covered the dynamic warm-up earlier, Coach Patrick probably knows about this. Do a frog walk, okay, whether you're on a soccer field or any place, for an object or debris, okay, especially if you're a local park, because I know here in California, all the tracks are locked up, even the ones that are usually open for the general public. Everything's locked down. So most of the workouts that I'm doing or my kids are doing are on grassy fields. So you want to do a fog walk, know where those sprinkler heads are at, know where those big patches of grass, even a big patch of grass can cause you to trip. And if you get hurt, you got to shut it down. You're hurt. You can't train. So we don't want that to happen. So again, I want to make sure safety priority number one when you're doing these drills outdoors, if you can, even in your backyard. Hey, do the fog walk. No, even on a track, it may look level or whatever, but you never know what might be left. You know, it could be a rock, and all it takes is you to step on a rock, and you're going to slide out. I know when the kids were young, and I know dads can relate with this. Or you don't have to be a dad, but you got kids in a Lego block. You step on a Lego block, a grown man, you're going to go down to your knees. Okay, so it's always safety priority number one. Do the FOD walk, foreign object debris walk. Make sure where you're going to be doing your drills that it's nice and level, and there's no rocks or anything like that that could mess you up. Real quick, also, again, what we've covered, dynamic warm-up, and what we just did, stride length, stride frequency, push-pull drills along with equipment. I always like when my professors or instructors would say, okay, this is going to be on the quiz. So number one, as far as test quiz, what are the two main components of speed? Okay, stride length, stride frequency. Okay, and then number two, let's see here. Actually, it's question number three. I believe it's going to be on the quiz. What is the purpose of and function of dynamic warm-up phase? Injury prevention, mentally and physically prepare for the workout and competition, warm up the body, core temperature for maximum performance, all of the above. Okay, there's only a couple more here. I'm going to go through real fast. Place in correct order. I'm going to touch on this real quick because it's really important as far as sprinters. Okay, on the test, it'll have, again, place in correct order. A, finish line phase. B, maintenance phase. C, gun reaction time phase. D, drive and transition phase. And E, top end phase. Okay. I'm going to stay in order here. Your first one is gun reaction time. I'm going to make these really, really quick. Okay. It's just like even if you're a rower, if you react slow to that gun going off, or swimmers, okay, you put yourself in the hole. You've lost time. Okay, so you've got to sharpen your senses and, like they say, tune everything out. Sometimes some starters, that are, for the most part, they're pretty good. If they hear noise from the audience or the spectators, they'll say, hey, quiet at the start, so the athletes can focus on that gun sound going off. So gun reaction time is very important to getting off to a good start. Your second phase in sprinting, again, 100, 200, 400 meters, is your drive and transition phase. I'm not going to demonstrate those at this time because it takes starting blocks to properly show that, how you drive out of the block. But drive phase is staying low, keeping your eyes down, because if your eyes go up, okay, you're going to pop up too fast. You want to stay in that drive phase. It's like when you push a car. Someone says, push my car. Okay, I can demonstrate this. Are you going to push the car, the truck, just starting off like this? No. You're going to get down low, and you're going to push right here, staying in this low position, ankle, knee, and hip. That's where your drive phase. That's where you're going to cover the ground, okay, quickly, staying in that drive phase. That's your power phase, basically, when you're coming out. So you want to stay in that drive phase. depending on what level athlete you are, at least 30 meters. And then your transition phase where you're coming up. And by the way, when we did the push-pull drills, those were vertical drills, power drills we were doing, okay? The next phase is top end phase. Now you're basically up, okay? Top end, that's where you get triple extension, ankle, knee, and hip. Like you're leaning forward, okay? Getting that nice cycling action, good stride length without over striding, okay? The top end phase for world-class sprinters will say that about 70 meters. You're at your top speed. At that point, even the top sprinters in the world, you're going to start decelerating. It may not look like it on TV when you watch sprinters run. It's like, oh my God, they're going faster. The one that pulls away is going faster. Carl Lewis was a master at it. It looked like he had this 5th year, but you know what? He was able to maintain that maintenance phase, which is the next phase, okay? All these are phases that are important. It's like old school shifting gears. If you try to go from 1st to 3rd gear, you're gonna bog down. So you have to stay in the correct phases in order to, you know, get maximum effort in the sprints. Once you hit the maintenance phase, that's all about relaxing, so you don't have that lactic acid set in. It's quick, pocket to socket with the hands, like I spoke earlier, hitting the banging the drums, not reaching out with the arms and pulling the rope. You don't want your arms way out here. You want to stay right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that way you get that quick action, arms and legs working together. Okay, and then the last phase is your finish line phase. Okay, that's basically where you're approaching the finish line. It's a tight race. I've seen it even at the War Games level where races are decided on literally the lean. Okay, you don't want to do the rookie thing and like, okay, it's 100 meters. I'm stopping at 101 meters. You run through the finish line. Just like in rowing, you row through that finish line. Okay, it's the same thing in sprint. Okay, in the sprints too, you're going to lean. That's something, again, I might have to, it works out better if I demonstrate when we're in person. Okay, so that will be on the quiz. And then I think the last one, I'm going to make it real quick. The formula for maximum performance as an athlete consists of train right, eat right, rest right, perform right. That's true or false. That's for any athlete. If you have all 4 of those components, train right, eat right, rest right, you will perform right. They all go together, okay? So I touched on those 5, and then I'll touch on the next 5 on our next segment. Again, I'm just trying to condense everything down for speed components, stride length, and stride frequency. So
Wonderful, Coach.
Good to go.
That was great. So everybody out there, once again, this is all part of a series that we're doing here with the Military Adaptive Sports Program, Track and Field. And so if you're watching this segment, and be sure and click on and watch the other segments with the warm-up and the meat, potatoes, and the quiz part, because you're going to see all these parts come together that Coach Carson and his amazing daughter, Brooke, have demonstrated. And we're really showing a great example of an elite level athlete and just doing it right. So once again, we're really excited about continuing on. So we will see you guys tomorrow, or click on the next video if you're watching this after the clinic. And Coach Carson and Brooke, thank you so much from there in California.
Thank you.
We're gonna probably start ending our day here on the other coast, and you guys keep it moving, and we'll see you guys on the next video. So what is that? Train right.
Train right, eat right, rest right, and perform right.
All right, everybody take that and let's apply that for the rest of our day. So sign Military Adaptive Sports here, and boom, we will see you on the flip side.
Stay motivated.